And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta. As in the initiative. This is the second part recorded on Release Candidate 22. I think this is the part going up after Christmas. I think it was the previous part that was Christmas. So I'm sorry for missing the opportunity to wish you a happy Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. I hope you've had a great vacation. Regardless, let's get back to playing the game.
We'll see what we can
Continue
find.
spying on the alien. In the meantime, Pakistan could probably use some stabilizing. Pakistan's probably small enough that we can stabilize with like everyone. Yeah, okay.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Okay. So I think that's probably a good place to put the confirm and let some time pass. Tech-wise, working on deep space metallurgy. A little concerned about how long that's taking. There's definitely other things I'd like to work on that might be cheaper. We want the Soletta. One adamantine armor. Want the Orion drive. Soletta, of course, isn't cheaper, but the rest of them are. I might go ahead and delay it because I want some of these other stuff. We're going to want ship of the line so we can get the tier 4 ships. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna delay the metal because some of the other sources of metal come online. Instead, adamantine. Work on the ship stuff or work on the not ship stuff. Work on the ship stuff. Let's get the next generation ships hypothetically in design. Well, I suppose we've got the next generation ships designed. Oh, and if I'm going off of that, then I should probably get the engines. Engines instead. That'll be done in March of next year. Okay. Firm assignments, let some time pass.
I will help them.
Right now, we need like 1,600 metal to build a batch of 8 ships. Actually, I think I have 10 docks now. So if I can build 10 at a time, we probably want like 2,000 metal sitting around before we build the next batch of ships. Guerrilla warfare, okay. At some point, we may want that. That really comes down to do we let the aliens land or not? Okay, they've broken the intelligence sharing pact, which is a bit of a shame. I forgot to pursue the servants. I said just at the end of the last part too, so it's been like less than 5 minutes, and I forgot it already. Having at Low Mars, attacking one of our locations.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay.
Order is
This is
returning.
probably retaliation from the attack we just did.
The people will come to our side.
Interesting that we're not getting any reports of things blowing up. My immediate guess is that our Martian base didn't fought it off, because some of our Martian bases actually have the capacity to return fire. I think that's probably what happened. If I were to give a crude guess. Not sure which base that was, or if we even took any damage. But yeah, my immediate guess here is that the point defense that we had on the base was able to return enough fire and drive them off. Or they were shooting one of the other bases that wasn't manned.
Recon complete.
Okay. not a concern. Don't mind losing bits in Africa at the moment. We're looking to expand our Asian presence, let's say.
Where do you need me?
We could turn a servant. 72% chance that crank happily up to 95.
We'll
Go ahead and
bring
do
them
that.
to our side.
Your orders?
We're setting up for 50, so we can get rid of marked.
Securing our interests.
Oh, actually, do national policy, not
Heading to the
defend
capital.
interest. We can do the merger here, and that will be as strong, if not stronger, so we'll do that. Term assignments, let some time pass.
Offering support.
Something on... That was a solar panel coming line, okay. Rebuild you... I think we did have an area attacked, and we just handled the punishment. That's probably what ended up happening. We got what we need to build it in space, we'll do it in space. Not quite enough power, apparently. We'll repair you. Oh, I can't repair you. Fair enough. Then we'll replace you with a solar panel or solar array, solar farm, which will work. There we go. Then we'll be power positive. And everything's rebuilt.
We've turned them to our cause.
Okay, current council mission complete.
I'm ready to sabotage the mission.
They're set to lead in that category. Okay, they went silent again. I suspect they're just doing Inspire missions on the person we're turning to get them back.
Order is returning.
Yeah, wouldn't be the dumbest thing to do if you recognized your guy was turned.
The people will come to our side.
Things are cooling off.
Oh, no, it was designer life form they're slided to the inn. It's this one over here. They haven't caught up yet.
Mission complete.
Unification with Yemen. So now the only one we're missing is Kuwait City. Kuwait in particular, because of the high democracy. High democracy is blocking it. Too much of a democracy difference. Okay. We've got a mission control here to build. In fact, we got 3 to build, so it's going to take a while to build those. And then we'll probably go back on like environment or something at that point. Do a little investment in funding here. Money flowing just a little bit faster. More money, the more we can solve our other problems. You're done in October. That'll be good. Do we have any aliens actually in orbit? 458, but otherwise, not really.
Where to?
Oh, okay, so this time, we've lost track of the person completely. So, this time they may have actually gotten rid of the person for eternity. Or someone else did. Oh no, that's them there. Okay, so they're still kicking around. They did something to unturn them. Let's try investigating this person.
Eyes on target.
Acknowledged.
We'll do a
Initiating
double investigate,
surveillance.
and then probably have one of these guys persuade. Give them the offer they cannot refuse. Assignments, let some time pass.
Offering counsel.
Oop, small fight there.
I have new information.
We've got some
So
intel on our
new alien
target.
fleet has arrived. 421. Although this is not a fleet for observation, it was a fleet to attack someone.
Things are cooling off.
We've moved the needle.
Violence is abating.
A wave of fear. Okay, for most of our nations, that's just an unintended bonus, because it's pushing them mostly... Well, except China was pushing them mostly towards being more cohesive. China and Pakistan is the ones that got hit with it, pretty much. The main powers, such as India and Gulf Union, are actually over 5, so it'll push them up instead of down. There we go, losing our last point in Tanzania. And not a real concern. Unless we were trying to build, like, the African Union or something like that. That's not a concern that losing African points. Okay. Send you to turn them the base of 9. Get up to 54. Actually, we're going to send you to observe.
We'll see
We're
what
going
they're
to
up
send
to.
you to do the turn.
Ready for orders.
You're starting off with a little bit better with 15. So we can push them to 72. 72 is probably worth taking the gamble. Okay, confirm assignments, let's time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Are you repaired? No. You're not. You didn't. I didn't send you to the right place. I'm waiting for a ship to repair that's not going to repair because I never sent it to the repair yard. Yeah. Okay.
Person of interest surveilled.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
We now have a spy in their ranks. Different
Standing
spy.
by.
Hopefully one they don't immediately suspect as the spy.
Violence is abating.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay. So now you are going to Mercury. Okay. It's a little bit worse. This guy's technically got the same maneuverability as the previous one, but we must be out of window launch. So it's a good launch window for Earth. It's a bad one for Mars. There. Off to Mercury go. This is because Mercury's got good metal sites. I want some of those mercurial metal sites. As a solution to my metal shortage.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay. That's not the orbit they'd be landing in if they're coming to get me. So presumably they're coming for, like, Exodus or something. Oh, Taiwan would be a good one to target. Could merge Taiwan back in. Okay, let's start getting these guys
Where to?
working on Taiwan.
Headed there now.
Ready.
Ready to go.
Ready.
Your orders? I will tell our story.
You're waiting for 50. You've got to 80. Okay, so you take the project administrator here. Do you want espionage? We'll buy a stealth field on you as well. Okay. New layer defense is complete. Okay. Bombarding Dante base again. Dante base has been bombarded before. We shall see if Dante base is successful in its defense. Mining complex is not successfully defended. At this point, Dante base is doomed. Its battle station has just fallen in battle. Dante base is destroyed. Okay. Then found a colony. Atog will be on the ruins of Dante base. So, solar farm, solar farm, solar farm. Colony mine. And I don't have the metal yet to build a battle station. So we'll just have to run the base there. That'll be fine. Hopefully, I didn't actually check before we just queued all that up. This is building in like a reasonable amount of time, right? No. Oh, because I don't have a nanofab manufacturing complex in the area. So it's having to ship from Earth. It might be being built with space resources, but it's actually shipping from Earth. Okay. So we really don't need to build everything else until the stuff arrives from Earth, because everything else can be built locally.
Offering assistance.
Craft at low mercury. Okay. Found an automated mining complex on the best metal site, please. And then you fly... In this case, we'll actually be flying back to Earth. Earth is probably closer. So we can do 19 weeks to Earth, or 23 3 24 weeks to Mars. So yeah, Earth is closer, fly to Earth. So the thing is, one of the options is to immediately turn it around and come right back to Mercury. So
Things are stabilizing.
We've moved the needle.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Order is returning.
breakthrough in the Malaysian states, providing us a bunch of science. Knowledge points, economy points, military priorities in Malaysian states is not really valuable. So I think we're just going to go science boost around the world.
Here's what we found.
Okay, those might be coming to us. Okay, you're gonna arrive complete 5th of July. Are we locked in there? About 500 left to go. We're more than 500 everyone, so we can actually crank that down. Save some research for everything else over the next couple days.
What's the op?
I suppose if it's 50% just raw purge, we'll just send you raw purge. Yeah, I'm willing to pay 8 influence for 21% chance purge. I'll have to be a little careful when we're trying to go for these tactics so we don't want to attack the servant or the resistance. Although if I do go for the resistance, then we can go for the one in China. There's a little bit of a debate in there. Okay. Armor assignments, let some time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Things are cooling off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Violence is abating.
Every time we build walls instead of bridges, we move further away from peaceful coexistence. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee.
Yep. Okay, on to the next thing. We didn't want that tech anyway, but we got it done. We'll want UV at some point. Is that one I want to do next? I don't think so. We need that for Climate Institute. We need that for Fleet Logistics. Fleet Logistics we need for the biggest of ships. That's a definite thought process there. Yeah, let's start integrated Earth space economy. And we want control, so we'll put that to max speed. We're slated to lose control there, although we haven't done it yet. So we'll see if we can hold on to that. It's going to be close.
Our associates are now in charge.
Got a lucky early roll there. Taiwan got bigger. Fair enough. Don't think we need to spoil Taiwan. Not do spoilage. If we take control of it, we're just basically pushing it back to China, so... Ooh, might want hardened hab shelters. That would be useful for getting lucky with the criticals from the defense fire.
We're taking power.
We're taking power.
Ready.
You're gonna keep continue to do some
On the way to the target site.
Xeno watching. 19, you're waiting for 50. You can pick something up. Espionage. And you've already got the stealth one. You probably would pick up persuasion, so let's pick up persuasion. Okay. Term assignments, let time pass. New battle stations completing, making this place is more expensive for the aliens to attempt to take, although maybe not enough to really stop them.
I will help them.
First automated outpost on Mercury is completed, giving us more metal.
Violence is abating.
We've moved the needle.
Things are cooling off.
Interesting. They took it over, they defended it, and someone cracked it down. All in one council
Here's
action.
what we found.
You're repaired and ready for orders. To low Mercury orbit. You can get there if you do a hard burn in 12 weeks. We'd like you to save some fuel. There we go. So yeah, I guess we're in. If we're gonna do a hard burn, for at least as hard as these guys burn, we're in a good window for getting there real quick. So that's why it's like same price, same price, same price, not really affecting the time, and then it's like drops down. It's gonna be 25 weeks. That's fine.
Our people have taken control.
Our people have taken control. Okay, so that was the resistance coming for the other one. Okay. So the question here is, do I want to move against the resistance? So I think by the resistance here, I can't necessarily merge them. Although I suppose I could declare independence. That would be a casus belli for China to invade. Taiwan doesn't actually have any armies, right? So as long as I kicked all the allies off the allied list so no one would get called in, I could just invade with China. There's not much the resistance could do to stop me, and they'd be benefiting because they control some of China as well. They'd probably be losing out overall, but wouldn't be losing that much.
We'll recon the site.
I'm here. Making our case.
Grab some espionage. You're waiting for 50. Yeah, just the waiting for 50. Silence, let some time pass.
Offering counsel.
About to get Ferrocite resistance done. Okay, like know what target computers are. Until we can ascertain some means of overcoming the aliens' chemo-resistive-based mind control, we are ultimately doomed to be their thralls. Needless to say, this is highly undesirable.
Our research into the alien is finally returning favorable results and potential product lines.
After some trial and error, our R&D department have discovered a number of compounds that are naturally occurring on Earth and relatively harmless to humans, but harmful or toxic to hydrophysiology. When injected into the bloodstream, they produce at most a mild irritant in humans, but are destructive to hydra cells, including the ferrocyte cells. We have formulated a long-lasting version of this cocktail, which can be administered by syringe to persons and operatives. So long as it is topped up every few days, hydroferrocytes introduced to the body will quickly die off, preventing the ferrocytes from altering the chemical mass, or obtaining the chemical mass needed for effective mind control. It's a rather crude solution, but it will suffice for now. The next one is Ferrocyte Mastery. Because it's not just enough to be resistant to the aliens. We want to master the aliens. Okay, in the meantime, let's work on Ferrocyte Emitter. Inner Xenology 1, at least until the Mastery pops up. Or one of the threat reduction texts pops up. I think the one we just completed is threat reduction.
Order is returning.
Okay, one of our guys is visible, and we need to go to ground to hide.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Order is returning.
The people will come to our side.
There we go. Increase their defenses to being influenced by alien ferrocytes. We'll open research. We'll change project to the mastery here. Trying to figure out which one is going to give us what we need as far as hiding. Generally haven't researched it. It might be mastery. Might not be. Because I would like to do the threat reduction if we could, so that we could build a little bit wider.
Found something. Ready for orders.
Okay, I do want to do that exploration, but no, we need to go to ground on those people. Our people have been found, and it's time for them to hide for a moment.
Where do you need me? Going into hiding.
Where to? Shaking my tail.
Where to? Hunkering down.
Acknowledged. Initiating deep cover.
Ready for my mission.
Assignments, let some time pass. Yeah. We just barely control this one. I think we're about to lose control. But if we do, we do. It's 2,000 left here. No, the Protectorate could still catch up. We're not quite in the clear to be able to calm down this, although it's going to be real hard for them to do it at this point.
Evading pursuit.
Evading pursuit.
Going into hiding.
Going silent.
Going into hiding.
Going off the grid.
Okay, another one of our mines complete. Do we have surveillance going on at Earth again? We do. 452 in February. So January we should jump them with the fleet. As is.
Standing by. We'll see what we can find.
What's the up? We'll see what we can find.
Ready for my mission. Initiating surveillance.
Ready. Restoring order.
Ready for my mission. Offering support.
Standing by for orders. Taking it to them.
Okay. Oh, Twitch chat. Sorry, I've been missing comments in Twitch chat. One Twitcher said us hello, and another one, Taiwan got another control point. Good for Taiwan. Yeah, Taiwan's got a couple more. Well, as we were in the process of taking some points from Taiwan, Taiwan jumped from 3 to 4, so it's good for Taiwan. At some point, we'll have to decide to move against the resistance, and then we'll basically merge Taiwan and China, which will give us a little bit better of a China. Although, depending on when we do that, it might make sense to actually merge bits of China into Taiwan because of Taiwan's better diplomacy, or not diplomacy, democracy. But we'll see how we go about doing that. Okay, let's confirm assignments. Let some time pass. We're getting
I will report
close
when
to
my
being able to
mission
clear
is
mark
complete.
on him.
I will help them.
Okay. So you're coming to Duarte Barbarossa. Taking me to the guy that I'm going to. Okay. So, you go to Duarte. As long as we have like half the tanks, that'll be fine. And Twitch chat saying the Taiwan flip is great, and yeah, we would need liberating mainland China. That's been discovered. There it is. This is the deck you'd need. So if you want to merge most of China into Taiwan, you need liberating mainland China. If you just want to make a really big China, this is Pan-Asian Combine is what you go for. But yeah, if we want to take advantage of Taiwan's really high democracy, we want to do liberating mainland China. Okay, the completed transfers. They're going to be there when the servants arrive.
We've got some intel on our target.
So we got 7 destroyers versus 1 human corvette. Laser cannon, laser batteries versus a bunch of particle lances. And if it survives long enough, we'll dump torpedoes at it at really short range. Probably don't need to do that against a corvette. It's already willing to disengage. Sorry, servants, you accepted this fight. You're gonna have to handle the worst of it. There goes the particle lances. Ooh, already visible damage on the enemy ship. It might not survive long enough to get to torpedo range. Well, technically it's in torpedo range. Because we don't have very many torpedoes, I'm worried about point defense. I tend to drop the torpedoes real short. Yeah, unlike the alien ships, it's not going to handle this level of battle damage from the particle lances. Dead in the void. The enemy ship appears to be very dead in the void already. It's either lost helm or engines. My guess is probably engines, based on where the damage is showing up on the model. Yeah, it's probably close enough. His lasers would be opening up if they were functional. Yep, to conserve important ammo. Authorize the 40mm to open fire. And I have the particle lances or the 40mm just finished taking it out. So there goes the enemy ship. Oh, and I'm looking at Twitch chat now, and Twitch chat's telling me to do what I just did, which is turn your 40mm to bounce to burst it down, and that's just what I did. Good suggestion, Twitch chat. Apparently we got clipped a couple times with the laser cannons. We did take a little bit of damage. Answer operations, so we want to get you back up to the space station for repairs. 4.8 hours, so you'll be prepared in plenty of time.
Violence is abating.
Well, that is secure.
Recon complete.
We found something.
Plasma tornadoes. Sadly, we don't have... sadly, we're not the Academy, so we're not able to get that choice. But 2000 science and plasma tornadoes can now damage bases.
There's a them and there's an us. Always has been, as much as we kid ourselves that somehow we've become more enlightened over all these years of blood and suffering.
All the years of blood and suffering.
Commander,
so that's design of life forms completing, which we need for Tier 3 farms, which is part of the reason we researched that. Need that for advanced fission systems, maybe that next. Oh, Tier 2 coil guns, we'll probably want that. Although we probably want coil guns over to the Tier 2 coil guns. Need that for Tier 2 plasma batteries. Coil gun batteries. I think that's the Tier 3 military science. Rival security there. Tier 2 hydrogen tank and prerequisite for the chemical rockets. I don't want to do the second military because we're working on a military once. We'll do the advanced hydrogen here. Oh, I was assuming phase to raise was military. It's not. It's energy. So I could have done a military one there instead. But that'll be fine. So we have, expect to have control, expect to have control, expect to have control. We're getting closer to the point where people can't catch up. In fact, we might be at the point where no one can catch up. We're 20,000 have everyone? Yeah, okay. Turn you down. That allows us to focus everything on other stuff. I do still wanted to finish at some point, so we'll do some minor investment there. Okay, all the stuff we're building... Oh, I was about to say, all the stuff we're building in space is built. I guess this got shipped from Earth as well. That makes sense. So we're waiting for stuff to arrive back at Mars from shipping from Earth. To get completion
Your
here.
orders? Where do you need
And
me?
you now have the 50 you need to be unmarked. So we're going to do that right now. You're no longer marked. Which means you can go back to public campaigning and such. Public campaigning back in the cards for you.
We must persuade the people.
What's the op? Heading to the LZ.
Where to?
Let's try to establish contact. Oh, I should, Oh, we're in the middle of simulating. And then I don't know where any of Exodus is at the moment. Got decent investigate. Try to find someone from Exodus. Or, well,
Eyes
anyone
on
who is
target.
not the servants of the Protectorate, so I can see what they're willing to trade. But interested in a little bit more metal if we can do it. Swing it.
Offering assistance.
Get Orion Drive in November.
I have new information.
Things are stabilizing. We've moved the needle.
Agriculture Complex, we'll want that at some point.
Target destroyed.
So we could go say hi to the Academy. They might have metal to sell. They're probably not going to have as much as Exodus. Exodus has most of the... I think had most of the Mars bases that we don't have. Oh, and now we happen to know where one of the...
We'll
Exodus
open
people
a
is as
channel.
well.
Reporting in. We'll open a channel.
I'm here.
Oh, we only have enough to know on Jack Sap, which is... No Jack Sap. Okay, so... They've got too high of loyalty. Of course, they're the only servant we know about. Okay, so we'll just have to try for them. 42%.
I'll make an offer. They
Probably
can't
not going to
refuse.
succeed. Disregard our counselor saying that they can't refuse, because they're totally going to, probably. Although, mentally going in with the presumption that they won't succeed probably means they will succeed, because the game sometimes likes to screw with me that way. Confirm assignments, let some time pass. We prefer if they didn't, although they got a decent period to catch up, so we'll see if they actually do.
Making contact.
If you wish to spend your days squabbling over resources, so be it.
So we'll do 800. How low can I get them to go? $500.
Making
That's enough to
contact.
build the ships that I want to
We
build.
will save our world, even as you thoughtlessly
Could go with more
plunder.
radioactives. Yeah, 17 radioactives. Could do intelligence sharing with them. Would you trade that for me for like 170? I'll drop the intelligence sharing. Yeah. Twitch chat saying Project Exodus seems to stockpile fizzles and base metals in my latest run too. Yeah, it depends on where the AI gets to. They'll have slightly different priorities on how much of each space resource they want stockpiled. And then once they're above that level, they'll be willing to trade it to you. So in this case, while the Academy only is willing to sell us 17 radioactives, they have enough that they're willing to trade because they're up at 1438, for example. And then you can probably go back and look at Exodus. Exodus had enough metal they were willing to trade with
The
us.
words meant nothing.
Again, I think because they've taken over a lot of Mercury or a lot of Mars sites, so they've got a lot of
Orders
income
returning.
for metal. So they're getting enough metal; they're happy on it. And that's RNG. They tend to prefer space stuff, so they tend to get into space fairly early, which means they get the early sites. The early sites on Mars tend to be metal heavy, so they have a lot of metal. You arrived at low Mercury orbit. Okay. So you can set up a automated mine on Mercury for metal. And then you fly to Earth.
Mission in progress.
Campaign failure, China, okay. That's also one of the reasons why often selling water and volatiles to the AI is a good plan. Because a lot of the early drives just eat water and volatiles. Plus the AI is not very reliable at building farms, so they eat a lot of water and volatiles. So they're often below their expectation on what they want for water and volatiles, so they'll often buy water and volatiles off of you. So if you're playing friendly, that's the thing you can remember to do. Yeah, and as Trishat says, makes sense with regards to faction AI. Good to see that they differentiate themselves more as the game progresses. Yeah, that combined with the fact that they now have some different projects in the tech tree to differentiate them. So I think Exodus gets some base. It's either base boost or base mission control. I forget which of the two it is, which is really strong for them. Keep trying to turn that counselor, but 7% is just too bad. Try to find a different one.
Surveilling target.
Where to?
Ready for orders. Headed there now.
I'm here. We're going in.
Okay.
Ready for my mission.
Then XP wise, yeah, I think everyone's happy XP wise. Let's confirm assignment since the time pass. Which is saying I do remember the faction
Lending my
org
expertise.
PE gives early
Surveillance
metric ton cap of boost almost as much as 2022 Kazakhstan. Yeah. Yeah, some of those early boosts are pretty strong. I question either the initiative one's really strong because it's a bunch of admin. One of them's an admin, the other one's just 5 project gears.
Violence is abating.
Depending on how you play, that's either really powerful or kind of okay.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
But some of the faction-specific ones are really strong. Okay, here's the Orion drive complete. That's going to be temporarily our drive for the bigger ships. Next thing we're going to pick up is adamantine armor. Save some weight. And where is... Did I hit the design button? I thought I hit the design button. Oh, I never set the roll, so it didn't let me put the design button. Fair enough. Twitch chat saying, "Ooh, Orion drive. Someone wants to increase the background radiation of the solar system." Yeah. So someone wants to be able to push things that their tiny little early game drives can't push. Why aren't you letting me put this on the ship? We have the design. Battlecruiser. There we go. Power plant, radiator. I'm gonna have to remember what utility models I had on there. Targeting computer. Oh, it wasn't letting me because I had the liquid hydrogen storage on. Fair enough. That doesn't work on that engine. 40 millibar. And the better landside missiles. Nose, particle armor, currently nanotube. And then utility modules, which run hydrogen, but that doesn't work on this drive. We're running an energy weapon, so a little bit lithium ion, and then cyclotrons to buff damage. And enough fuel to do its maneuverability, which is about 8 kps. And this will be able to go down to the stations we want 1.6 hours. Yeah. Might splurge and go up to 12. That way we can make sure we can go where we want. Yeah. So this will work. Nice cheap water, nice cheap volatiles. Eats lots of metal, and it does eat radioactives, although not necessarily prohibitive levels of radioactives. Only 0.5 per fuel tank, so it's basically 8 per full fuel up. So yeah, let's save that design. Not enough for interplanetary travel, but enough for flying around Earth orbit, which is what we want it for. Although we're going to need to save up not actually that much more to get 10 of those. So we'll probably be building those soon. The other thing to do is I could save up for, or finish researching adamantine armor and build them with the adamantine. Okay, you're repaired. How desperate am I for more metal? Desperate enough. You... back to Mercury. Getting there in under 14 weeks. Pretty good burn cycle.
By the numbers.
Recon complete.
I'm actually surprised we're still below the mine limit, although we got 2 building at Mars, and I probably have like 1 or 2 maybe building at Mercury. 2 mines at Mercury, 2 mines at Mars, 1 at Mercury. Okay. Oh, did I remember? I forgot to cancel the second fission. Honestly, solar would probably be better down there, but we've got fissile colony ships because they're designed for the asteroid belt, not for Mercury. They're just going to Mercury because we need metal. Mercury's decent for metal. You'll be done in November, so you actually moved up a bit. That's nice. And then with that, we'll start the invasion of Pakistan. Someone's missing a mission. Most of the people missing a mission. Okay. Find me a servant that doesn't have like 17 persuasion. Or
What's the op?
17 loyalty.
Work in the public.
Oh, I have to do page per page. That's gonna be a little annoying. We're planning on invading Pakistan, so I'm trying to rule Pakistan's allies, so they don't get called to war. Here we go.
Acknowledged.
Oh, you still need a mission.
We'll recon the site.
Offering assistance.
Mission canceled.
New automated mine complete on Mercury.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Assume that's the mic. Why don't you have enough? Because it's more expensive to build on Mercury. Uses more power on Mercury. Of course it does. Let's do solar because solar is better. Fair enough. Return to list. Go to the other Mercury site, which presumably also isn't working. For the exact same reasons. Oh no, the other one's working because I didn't remember to delete the other vision place. Fair enough. Put some solar panels there. It'll work better. Run off of pure solar.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Let's go on for the good guys.
We found something.
At your service.
November's the next cycle.
We'll make our appeal.
Where to? We'll see what they're up to.
Ready to go. We'll make our appeal.
Oh, and I probably have... Yeah, I have Unity in my assignment. Get rid of Unity. Maybe do a little bit of knowledge. Get it over 20%.
Offering support.
There we go. So, the hostile 5 here is Pakistan, which is why we're going to invade Pakistan. Meantime, let's grab... Here it is, Social Science Institute. Level 3 on the labs for that type.
Person of interest surveilled.
Tech Mogul for servants. Okay, so we do want to continue to spy on them.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
The people people will come to our side. We're winning their hearts and minds.
Target secure.
Okay, looking at the time, we're coming up, well, we're over an hour for the YouTube part here, so it's coming up time for a part break. In the next part, we're going to be invading Pakistan with India, working to unify Nepal into India, and so we'll get a little bit more expansion in India there. We're going to be on the lookout for if Humanity First ever gets driven out of those three, although I don't think I have an honorary regiment back with Humanity First. So maybe I shouldn't be waiting for that. Although I'm tolerance with them, so I'll keep the tolerance as long as that can go. Yeah. Focus mainly on picking on the really pro-alien factions. But yeah, that's the plan over the next couple parts. If you're watching on YouTube, there'll be another part up tomorrow. We're going to record 2 more parts tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, this is the middle of the stream where I take the short break to make a new cup of tea. I've technically been without a cup of tea for the last hour because I drank the first one too fast. So it is time for me to go get a new cup of tea and get a quick stretch of the legs in while I do it. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck, a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.